And just be in this moment. Realizing that we do this again and again, but every time it's new. And we're centering ourselves into this newness to be absolutely precisely present with this conversation. And I'll begin this one, Bonnie, by taking information from our first one, where you said, our first conversation, where you said something about the conversation mattering because it matters to us. And then you posited that it really does matter that we're conscious in every moment in our conversation. So my question would be, why does it matter?
Wow. Each of us is, words central sun come up, you know, just each of us is the universe in person. Each cell, you know, it's hard to actually imagine that each cell and each star and that all of these things are the same. Because, like my favorite example is to think of one daisy. You know, I love daisies. They're so simple. I just think one daisy is just as good as a whole bunch of roses to me. So why it matters is that each of us is an emanation of the central sun. So if we can get it into our heads, it's already in our hearts. We can get it into our heads that we actually are divine entities. We're divine creatures. We're divine emanations. However you want to think about that. Then when we show up, it matters. I mean, just imagine if we didn't show up. I mean, there would be a hole there. H-O-L-E, where that person was supposed to be. So just imagine how important it is that we show up and we're present to each moment.
Wow. That was too simple. Oh, wait a minute. We're divine emanations. You know, in this moment, I get that. I mean, that's what all of the sages say, right? We are spirit incarnated in bodies. Everything is that. So everything we do matters. Every moment. And when we're not aware of being a divine emanation, we do all kinds of things that matter. Yikes, as you would say, Bonnie.
Divine emanations. I mean, just imagine what we're talking about.
Wow.
Oh, gosh, it's just... Can I just tell you one more thing?
Yeah.
Okay, this morning I read this quote by Susan Jumsky, and she says that living in a body of light, our first step is to live our true destiny, live our true purpose. And I thought to myself, that is so big, because how can I know my true destiny? I mean, I just walked around all morning and I just couldn't wrap my head around it. And now my head, notice that. Now we're having this conversation, sitting here captured in this moment with you. I get that living my true destiny and my true purpose is just being present in this one moment fully. It's just, I'm almost shaking inside. It's so huge. Just have to breathe.
And there's a little part of me that's not quite here. So it must be important to notice it.
Okay.
And it's the part that stayed watching me when I was introducing the question. It said, did I say that clear enough? And then all of this emanated out of you, so I must have said it clear enough. But that part is not quite here. Not quite here. The one who wants to watch and make sure that I do it all right.
Oh.
Oh, so
That's so sweet.
I'm bringing her here so that she can feel this energy and become part of the wholeness that is here in this moment.
Thank her. Because I
you.
got her. That one that wants to be sure you're saying it right.
Yes.
Because bless her little heart. She's just been so attentive to helping you be precise and she helped you become an anthropologist. You know, she's guarding you and guiding you, but she can relax a little now.
Wow. I'm saying wow a lot, and I'm noticing that was her saying wow. Because you received me. You received her. Me. And it's all right. Sometimes I will be attending or witnessing in that way. Yes. And sometimes I will relax it to be fully experiencing what's going on. And
there's the expression self-conscious, which means don't be self-conscious, which means like don't be thinking about yourself. But I just, as you're speaking, I'm thinking self-conscious is really good. We're self-conscious.
Oh my goodness. And it's a little like the electrons. It's actually happening in my head. I'm looking at us, then I'm not looking at us, then I'm looking at us, then I'm not looking at us. I'm winking in and out of this observer role to see, to keep us on human track. Yeah. While the oneness flows where it wants to go. Oh, my.
Thank you. That's wonderful. My heart is beating. I mean, it's just, I feel like we're discovering America. So new, you know. It's new because each moment is a discovery. Going back to why does it matter?
So, divine emanations that we are, everything we do is a creation, is a co-creation. Everything we say, everything we feel, and in our conversations, when we pay attention to the aliveness, come to that focus again and again and again, in every moment, as you said last time. This human vessel creates what must be optimum, most alive, and most useful for this moment.
As Barbara Hubbard said, she calls it the new norm. You know, it's the new norm we're living in. This is silly. This is kind of silly. You know, the Rockettes in New York, it just popped in. We're the new normettes, you know, the Rockettes. It's so silly, but you know, we have to have a new vocabulary for who we are, because we are the living, breathing, new reality in person as we recognize ourselves.
I think I have to take a moment on the park bench with Eckhart Tolle.
Okay, let's do it.
Because this is so big to experience.
It matters. Thank you for the question.
Thank you for the answer. I think we're good. I think we're hooked.
We're cooked. Bye.
Bye.